of the alphabet. I'm going to put O here. Put O there, and it appears to be 150. Now, I'm on 16, which is going to be P. P is the 16th letter, but it doesn't look like 150. It looks like 16P. The number 1 and number 6 in the letter P. But when you get to 15, it looks like it's 150 every time. That's who I am. That's how I establish my information. So I just show up accordingly. But consistency is everything. You know, when you consistent, you can be doing something like numbering these pages and putting the letters in the same place, and your opportunity to break stardom and show up. You can be famous just off of doing something basic that you would ordinarily be doing. You never know when a break is going to come up. You know, some type of option of being in a better place. You never know, but your consistency is that's who you are. You maintain your consistency, and you depend on that consistency at all times. 18, R. You know, I've had challenges where people try to attach their names to the letter 8, the number 18, and their identity to 18, and I show up accordingly, you know, in my own defense, so that they can't hypnotize me into believing that the number 18 is something else. I've had situations like that, but my consistency is a dominant factor in the equation, because no one can tell you the letter 18 is anything else than what it is. The number 18 and the letter that's the 18th letter in the alphabet, nobody can tell you nothing different. Their own personal story, they experience, they can't tell you nothing different. When you know the difference, that's the difference. And applying it, I'm on 19 now. I'm going to get the letter S. S is the 19th letter of the alphabet. And when I'm maintaining my consistency, everything that I was talking about earlier, when I was updating when I went 1 through 26, I wasn't distracted in any way. I just made sure, you know, while I was updating my information, I sounded a certain way. That's all I was doing, maintaining my consistency. And when I maintain my consistency now, I'm not talking about what I was talking about before. Now I'm talking about just maintaining my consistency. People that don't maintain their consistency with evil spirits, they generate evil spirit, and the energy is all wrong. When you creating consistent documents with fire and safety, fire and rescue, what happens is that's the type of energy you attract. Safety information, safety people, your circle changes. If I'm doing safety information, I don't want nobody coming around and putting me in danger. Why would I want you around me putting me in danger if I'm practicing safety? I don't need that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm being consistent, practicing safety, doing a cover page based on safety where the response vehicles were outside of the library that I visited today. And when the vehicles was outside the library, I took the picture with my M50 camera, like I showed you. And when I took the picture, I got on the computer, prepared the cover page for this document, the 26 alphanumerical location document, and now here I am, you know, completing the actual program for safety. I'm using my consistency to be in no less of a place than the safety exercised by the emergency vehicle response teams that responded to a fire drill or a fire at that location. It appeared to be a fire, but I didn't see any smoke. It appeared to be a fire, but I didn't see any, the alarms were ringing off, the fire bell was ringing off, but it wasn't any people need to be rescued based on, ambulances and things like that. I didn't see no ambulances or anything like that. I just saw fire trucks. So when I saw a fire truck, I took my picture, did my cover page, and I kept going. I kept moving. That's who I was at the time. And I didn't steal nobody's identity and create evil spirits and, try and tamper with somebody, well-being and all. I didn't do nothing like that. Nothing. I mean, everything was consistent with the response vehicles that responded to the scene. That's who I was at the time, and that's who I am now. I'm no less of a person. And when they challenged me, and I told them, listen, you'll be right back where you normally be. Worst case scenario, I won't be carrying you around with who I am. I'm maintaining my consistency. It's going to cancel out all that negative energy you gently bringing around me. And they was furious, They didn't want to hear that because, they just felt like they should be able to tap into how I appear. And I just didn't agree with it. I don't agree with nobody tapping into how I appear, because I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. I don't need no negative energy following me around, bogging me down. So on the 26th letter of the alphabet, B and Z, is where I am right now. 26th letter of the alphabet, which is Z. And I should have narrowed it. I'm trying to narrow it down to one video, but I may have to continue. Let me put the top back on this. Put this document back in here in the sleeve. And that's the last document. I'm practicing safety right now. This is the last document of the cover page format that I've established at the library. Now I'm going to use this professional hand sanitizer once more to finish this portion of the video to show you my consistency and be consistent in the same place. 1A, United States Fire and Rescue by Dolla50. 2B, 3C, 4D, 5E, 14th of July, 2022, 5E. That's the calendar. See, this is a calendar. I have information within the calendar, but I'll just update the calendar. Today's the 14th. I'll just update the calendar here and make sure it's still no less of a place. Because I have my information, my personal information here, have other information here, and I'll just update the information there and be in no less of a place. I have another calendar there, but I'm not going to do that. 5E, that calendar has 5E. See, 5E, 14th, I updated it here. I didn't put 5E there, but I put 5E here. This is a calendar. This is a 2022 to 2023, December 2023 calendar. 5E, 6F, 7G, 8H, 9I, 10J, 11K, 12L, 13M, 14N. That's 150 again, but 15O, 16P, 17Q, 18R, 19S, 20T, 21U, 22V, 23W, 24X, 25Y, 26Z, Samsonite. You know what I mean? That's the brand of the organizer that I have. It's a Samsonite organizer. And I close with saying 26goldshields.com is my domain name, and my website. You have the option to visit my website and be as consistent. Click on the link of my website on Twitter or type in 26goldshields.com and donate. Make a purchase even. Be consistent. Peace. Dolla50.